Mel, what are you doing?
I'm trying to learn about the chloride shift.
Why?
Because I'm in Run Club and I'm trying to figure out how to beat Dr. Lin, Dr. Jensen, Dr. Pierce, Dr. Dykus, Dr. Winters, and Dr. Smith at running.
I don't even know what the chloride shift is. Is that bad? Yes.
Guys, I think I have an answer. And it involves clarity, accuracy, precision, relevance, breadth, depth, logic, significance, because P is less than 0.05, and fairness.
Wait, does it have to do with anatomy, chemistry, and X-Phys?
You are as positive as a proton.
You go.
The chloride shift is important. Actually, it's vital to life. So, first, before I tell you why it's so vital to life, I'm going to first tell you what it is. So, you're running. You're running at Run Club, Fridays, 12 o'clock, trying to catch up to Dr. Lin. You're breaking down some glucose on the reactant side, breathing in that oxygen so you can get H2O, CO2, and that wonderful thing we call ATP. However, this is your muscle tissue over here. You're building up the concentration of CO2. That's not the best thing. Your body doesn't like a lot of CO2. It needs to go out. So there are 3 ways CO2 is commonly carried in the blood. Way number 1, its least favorite way. Once upon diffusing into the red blood cell, it will kind of sort of dissolve, but not really, because CO2 is not a polar molecule, and that's some chemistry, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Way number 2, it will bind to hemoglobin. However, its favorite way to be carried in the blood is through the amazing anion bicarbonate. So, I know, it is an moment. So, how do we get there? Well, first, we have our CO2 in our red blood cell because we have a greater partial pressure of CO2 in the muscle tissue and a lower partial pressure in the blood. So, because partial pressures go from high to low, we got some CO2 in our blood. CO2 combines with water with the help of the wonderful enzyme carbonic anhydrase to form carbonic acid. However, carbonic acid is a weak acid, so thus it readily dissociates into our bicarbonate anion. I know, it's amazing. And the hydrogen ion. Okay, so we got this bicarbonate anion. Favorite way to be carried in the blood. However, we can do something else with it. This bicarbonate anion is gonna go outside the cell.
What? No way.
I know. So, we got some bicarbonate moving outside the cell. Now, Mel will tell you a little bit why that is so important. However, this is a negative anion. Now we got our equilibrium balance, and we don't like that. We like to say even Steven.
Yeah, we do.
So, we gotta balance this. So we need another negative charge because we're becoming more positive. However, there's this wonderful anion, the most abundant anion in the body.
Where'd you learn that from?
Chloride. I learned it from Dr. Beeching, in addition to other classes. But do you know what the regular concentration of Cl in the blood is?
What is it?
100 to 106 millimoles per liter of blood.
You paid attention to 16, that was on our exam.
I sure did. So, you got these chloride anions outside the cell. So they will happily move inside. So, hence, chloride shift.
What?
I know.
Crazy.
So,
Witchcraft.
we now got our equilibrium balance. So, our chloride is shifted. But why does this need to happen? That, you will have to wait for Mel.
Thank you for that lovely information from my great partner, Maureen Walsh. Round of applause. Okay, so we're continuing on with the chloride shift. As she said, we have bicarbonate going out and chloride going in. Negative charge going out, a negative charge going in, keeps everything in equilibrium. When you have your bicarbonate going out, that's going to decrease your concentration, which is going to increase your solubility. Now, we can think about this as something kind of like chocolate milk, okay? You're making... when you're making chocolate milk, okay, the more chocolate you put in, the less soluble it's going to be. So if we think about it in the reverse, if you have less chocolate going in your chocolate milk, the more soluble it's going to be.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, I know,
makes
right?
sense.
So the lower your concentration of bicarbonate, the more soluble everything is going to be, which in fact is going to shift it all the way to the right. So we have CO2 turning into carbonic acid, just going back and forth in equilibrium. But since you have that lower concentration of CO3, or HCO3, it leaves more room for you to make more bicarbonate to leave, which thus, in fact, allows you to work harder, run faster, beat all your professors at Run Club, and get a great job in anatomy. Get a great job and grade in anatomy. Drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
The end.